welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is another recent reads video, so 10 more books. Still getting caught up. First was a short quick read, The Haunting of Old Yellow House on Millard Road by D.A.L. The author had sent me this, thank you so much. It was a short, spooky middle grade read. I just had a great time with it. It's had great characters that have a terrific dynamic together. I love the backstory of this old house, the people who originally lived there, and the legend of the house and haunting. It's very atmospheric. Sometimes the wrong character's name was put into a sentence though, and I would get confused and have to go and make sure I wasn't losing my mind. Other than that, it was a great, quick, spooky read. So really enjoyed my time with that. And then I read the third and final book in the Elizabeth Webster series, Elizabeth Webster and the Chamber of Stolen Ghosts by William Lashner. So sad this is over. I want more from this author. It's one of my new favorite series for a reason. This whole trilogy was just incredible. Each book just got even better somehow, and the humor, dialogue, the writing style are just so on point for me and my taste. The mystery of this one was just so good. It was so gripping and intriguing and creative, just as imaginative and atmospheric. I love these amazing characters so much. We find out a ton we didn't know before about Elizabeth's parents and their backstory, and just so much more. I love the chapters that read like memories of certain events, and it really made the connection to that stronger and gave such a better understanding of things that had happened and that would still happen later. The ending was so phenomenal, of course. Especially loved the ending. The author gave one of my favorite characters too. I was smiling ear to ear. I just need more middle grade from this author. Highly recommend the whole series. I'm just going to mention this one briefly. A Glasshouse of Stars by Shirley Marr, because I softly DNF'd it. I said softly because this was like during my flunk, so and the author had sent me this finished copy on an arc of the newest one, so I wanted to read this one first. But I got to, it was just such a sad book, and then I got to a really sad event, and while I was in my flunk, I just couldn't. So maybe I'll get back to it one day, but in the mind frame I was in, I just couldn't. And then I read Emma Murphy and The Ultimate Power by Lloyd. And the author had sent me this. Thank you so much. I was blown away by how much I love this. I flew through it and never wanted to put it down. This is such a creative and imaginative sci-fi adventure. It's got superb world building. The vivid details about the places and things and people and aliens we see are so well done. The backstory of Emma and the ones closest to her, so intriguing. The adventure starts from the word go, and it's such a great ride. Terrific characters that I loved reading about. I loved everything about this. I'm just so impressed. Terrific writing, just a gifted storyteller that can weave a story that flows so well and grabs you and makes you have to keep reading. Each chapter ending, you just have to know what will happen next. Highly recommend. I cannot wait for the next book. And then I read the first book that HarperCollins UK had sent me in the short stories. This one was Stories for 4-year-olds. 15 stories from favorite authors to enjoy and share. Beautiful illustrations. Like I said, a collection of 15 stories by different authors for readers at about the age of 4. And it was such a cute, fast, and just great read. Had the magical and classic book feel the whole time. And as with most books with short stories, there were some I liked a lot and a few that weren't for me. But overall, this was such a great time. And then I read the first in Mrs. Smith's Spy School for Girls by Beth McMullen. Wow, this is another series that made my new top favorite series of 2022, and it was phenomenal. It's another writing style that is just so with my taste. Incredible humor, banter, and just the best dialogue. The secret spy school and everything about it is fascinating, every single little detail. Loved being at school that is for spies. It's such a change for me, and I loved all the details, like I said, the author puts into this. She also writes amazing characters. I love Abigail and the friends she makes at this school. They have such a great dynamic together. It's full of incredible humor, cool gadgets, don't play solitaire, action, danger, adventure, friendship, and more. Just love this so much. Highly recommend. And then I read Jack Picklewick and the Hands of Time by Harrison Needham. And the authors had sent me this. Thank you so much. It was such an incredible read. It's set in 1899 London. It's such an interesting idea for a story, with a battle for humanity basically between Father Time and Mother Nature, plus an old evil that is stirring and a prophecy coming to pass. It's gripping, fast-paced, and full of danger and suspense. So many amazing messages in the story as well. Fantastic characters, including a normal teddy bear that is just that and nothing more. Yet the authors make your heart fall for this bear like it's a living, breathing character. Hans has my heart though. Such a fascinating character, period. So many vivid, imaginative details in here. I love the different point of views that happened at times and how everything all connected and came together. Great ending. Both points of view left me needing to know what happens next though, so I cannot wait for that next book. Highly recommend. And then I read the 9th and final book in a Murder, Most Unladylike Mystery series by Robin Stevens, Death Set Sail. I can't look beautiful cover, sprayed edges. And this is definitely now one of my all-time favorite series. It's historical fiction, detective style mystery middle grade at its finest. Incredible characters and side characters, superb writing and storytelling, changing locations that are each so atmospheric, new murder mysteries each book that are each more gripping and thrilling than the last, with also a whole new incredible cast of suspects each time. But most of all, the friendship of a Miss Hazel Long and Miss Daisy Wells, and the growth of their friendship over the course of the series is a truly beautiful thing. They have such different personalities, but they truly need each other and make the other better. They are the best team and couldn't do this without the other. I can't say much, obviously. But I was so nervous the whole book because of how it started, but it was just incredibly done and I shouldn't have worried. What a good way to go out with a bang. I love how everything wrapped up and I was so happy for these girls and their future. Just highly recommend. Then I read Ella Enchanted by Gail Carson Lavine. I still need to watch the movie. This beautiful 25th anniversary edition HarperCollins has sent me. I did have to read my old edition though when I got to a certain part, but I didn't want to complain because it's still beautiful and I'm gonna keep it. But I was happy I had a. Oh wow, it does that throughout. I just noticed that. Wow, that's weird. It goes from page, I got to page 52 to go to the next chapter, and I went from 52 to 85. But just flipping through, it does it again. When it says 116, it then goes to page 85. So this one was all jumbled up. So I read the old copy, but the beautiful finished copy, and I'm sure they fixed it because I got this a long time ago. I waited so long to read it because they were having some problems and it didn't get released, so I didn't want to read it and then throw it in everybody's face if they couldn't get it. So it is out now, I'm pretty sure. But I read the older version. And I'm so happy I finally read this much beloved story. I really adored it. Ella is such an endearing character and a phenomenal main character to read from. The reimagining of Cinderella was so well done, and I love the way the author didn't make Ella some weak little girl who needs rescuing from the strong prince. Ella is a force to be reckoned with, curse or no curse. She's a fighter. I loved everything about the story and her adventures. I loathed Hattie. The author wrote her so well. I wanted to scream at that girl. I just highly recommend it. I'm sure many people have read it. I just really need to watch that movie. Now, I never read the book. I don't even know if I've seen the movie unless I saw it when I was really young, so I'm excited to watch the movie. And then I read Shad Hadid and the Alchemist of Alexandria, George Will. And HarperCollins has sent me this. Thank you so much. Wow, 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 wow. Another book that made my 22 faves of 22 video. This was incredible. And Shad is such an endearing main character who your heart falls for and you root for all the way. His deep love for his family, his culture, his friends, and for food is so amazing. The combined love of Lebanese food in here mixed with the science, mixed with the magical forces of alchemy are brilliantly done and such a pleasure to read. This school setting is incredible, as is the whole backstory of the alchemist and even Shad's own family backstory. Every detail in this is superb. The incredible grandmother, the baker, the book, the school, the bell, the necromancers, charms, so much more. So many relatable issues in here as well, such as loss, grief, parent abandonment, not fitting in, bullying, and more. I also loved what the author did with the bully character in here and how their story developed. Such a different and unique take, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I love the evil stepfather and stepbrother aspect in this. Nice change from females getting all the evil step stereotypes. Along with Shad, the side characters are also incredible, each so important to this friendship and its success on their quest. Shad makes some amazing friends, and I love them all. Donnie is a hoot, and I love the direction his part in the story took. There's even an awesome cat, so much action, adventure, sciencey kind of foodie, alchemy, magic, danger, and so much heart. And that ending was everything. I absolutely loved it, and I cannot wait for the next book. Highly recommend. Alright, well, that's it for this video. Have you read any of these? Did you like them? Did you not? Let me know in the comments. Today's shirt's Whitney Houston, who I love. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you would like to subscribe, I would love that if you'd like to. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.